Are people constantly mean to you? Don't even get sad. Don't even feel down and out. I am never, ever, ever gonna let you forget who the F you are. You got people so rattled this week. Like their impression of you, it's lasting. It haunts them. You are rent free in their mind. I have to tell you how amazing you're doing that you have them this upset. They thought they had you. They thought you were going to be here forever, that you were never going to amount to anything, and they ain't never been more wrong. They thought that they could back you into a corner. They thought that they could push you off a freaking cliff with no options. They thought that them gossiping about you was going to bother you. They ain't never been more wrong. And you are proving that this week. Though the devil might be trying to tempt you to come back into this trap of nostalgia, to be in the past with the people you don't belong with, the devil might know your price, but God is paying you more. So going back to the past and staying there, that is below your standard. It's below your worth. It is like these people are not on your pay grade. They could run circles for days and they will never, ever be on your pay grade. I don't care what they're driving. I don't care what they're wearing. I don't care what they're saying. They are never going to be you. You have been down and out a time or five. You've been out in the cold. You've been without food. You didn't have a silver spoon. You didn't have a trust fund. Those things are coming from God. Those things are coming from the divine, from source, from the universe. You are in a recovery mode where everything in your life is being saved. You are being delivered from debt. You are being delivered from bad credit. You are being delivered from being in the matrix, from having to work for shitty whatever type of bosses. You are being delivered and they are up in arms. They're so upset. Like, that be the bottom line. So if you are new here, hello. I'm your bestie on the internet. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I'm your spiritual cheerleader. I'm your cosmic advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So let's get into today's channeled message. You just at this point have to laugh. The people that are so upset that you won't stay in the trap of nostalgia, that you are truly liberated and laying solid foundations, their espionage is a waste of time. If you are seeing this, you can clock people from a mile away because you are a rare empath. Not only can you see through most people, you can also see through dark empaths. You can read minds, situations, people, places, things, emotions, medical, their health, animals, plants, and dreams. You might even let people think that they're running game on you. You might play naive. Like, oh, I don't even, what? And that could be a lot on your pride, because I'm catching that this is fire signs, Leos especially. You can read animals, plants, dreams. You let people think that they're running game on you, but you're silently taking notes. That be you. When I say you are all of the above, I mean you are all of the above. You probably have almost all the clairs, and then you are this type of empath. You check all the boxes. So as you are taking notes silently, you can play in people's faces when it's necessary, and then poof, disappear, leaving the narcissist or the meanie or whoever this is, leaving them with no closure. And they don't like that. So if there were some friends that you had that you left in the past that at one point you were nostalgic about, you know that their applause is fake, and you might have needed some time to be away from them to see like, oh, they weren't ever really clapping for me. I was just the flavor of the month, or they were able to hide behind me, and it is what it is. You are going through a lot of growth, a lot of ascension, and the espionage behind your back is growing, and you just gotta laugh. What's that saying I say? Like, tell me you're triggered without spelling it out. Tell me you're upset without spelling it out. These people don't want to admit that they are mesmerized by the way that you move and the way that you are able to clock people, places, and things. So they're trying to access secrets or things about you or hidden laundry. And they also have to force expressions when they see you, like they're not bothered or they're clapping for you. It's just real fake and you see through that. So mark my words, you will stay liberated. If you just broke out of the matrix, if you just started doing your own thing and something is calling you back, I don't think you're going to let yourself down or your higher self down. These people that are involved in this espionage, this spying, trying to get your secrets, they are in for a very rude awakening. And I mean very rude. Thinking that they're getting away with something and they're not getting away with anything. So some of these people are mad because of their job code. They're mad because they can't make their get rich quick schemes come to pass or happen. They're mad about their responsibility. So you're dealing with people that hold or harbor a lot of resentment, but you probably already know that because that's why you steer clear of them. They see you as a boss, someone that is building their own coin, building their own empire, and they are keeping very close tabs on you, the people that know you, and your social media. Something is coming to light. Something that someone has been trying to get information, like whatever they have found out, whatever they think they know, that is coming to light. Along with some justice. You are only dealing with people where it's a two-way street, where there's a proper give and take. You've read through them and you see that they are properly vetted. You're not here for superficial support. You're not here for the fake compliments. You can see through people that give you fake applause, and you would rather have respect over romance. So if you're in a relationship day to day, you just want to be appreciated. You want to be respected, and that goes further than anything else. Like, you don't care about some flattery. You're not easily flattered. In fact, when most people are trying to love bomb you, flatter you, gaslight you, you are looking at them sideways already. But sometimes you like to play Boo Boo the Fool or Little Miss Naive, Little Mr. Naive, like, oh, I don't know anything about anything, because you are just silently taking notes. So yeah, you don't need people's fake approval. And I think they know that. But you might lead them to think like, oh, it's working. You're playing in their face. You are cutting cords like you have never cut cords before. Something has, like, you went through some type of awakening and you're like, yeah, I don't know why I was messing with that. I don't know why I was talking to so-and-so. I don't know why I thought this was going to work out. And you care about feeling safe. Feeling liberated while feeling safe, while listening to your intuition, reading through people's extreme behaviors. You are an intuitive, like, psychopath, and I mean that in the best possible way. I don't mean that like as a slight. I mean, you are intuitively, like, galactically mad scientist level. Somebody could tell you their dream. It wasn't even your dream. And you can clock what that dream means or what's going on through their subconscious. You can also read the emotions of animals. So you're like the emotional empath, the animal empath, the plant empath, the physical empath, you're the intuitive empath, you're all the things. And then you can also read through those that are dark empaths. And some of these people are trying to go up against you, and they're dark empaths. They use people's emotions against them to manipulate them. And you are not the one, because you can also be a dark empath too when you want to be. Skirt. I know. So these people are trying to gather bones, not realizing that those bones they think that they're carrying are really just ashes. It's dirt. It's nothing. And they want to believe that you have a hidden agenda because of the type of protection that you have. There might be a situation where you're going to have to be around some of these people for whatever reason. And I know this much, you are not going to give them any closure. You might even lead them to believe that they're going to see you again. when they're not going to see you again. This could be somebody that you're dating, a job that you go to, your family members. They might think that they're going to get the last word and the last, negative slight, whatever it is, it's not working. I'm going to tell you people's impression of you right now, okay? Because for some reason, I need to tell you how people are perceiving you as you are moving into this next chapter, this next era of your life. People are seeing you as someone that is popular, even though they don't want you to be popular, even though they're like, you can't sit with us. They don't like that you get a lot of attention and that you don't need nobody. You're just out here not needing nobody. They really want to get it through people's heads that you are a false character, that you're not all there, or that it's a whole show. People's impression of you right now is that you make a lot of money. You could be looking at me, bestie, like, I don't make a lot of money. There's nothing in my bank account. My bank account is overdrafted. Da-da-da-da-da. Blah, blah, blah. I know. But I'm telling you, people's impression of you is that you make a lot of money. That you're so beautiful, you've had plastic surgery, and it's seamless. Another thing is that there are people that have old beefs with you from like way back that you don't even know about or care about. And they just keep replaying it and replaying it and replaying it. And that could be a reason why you don't give certain people closure, because there will be no end game to replay, because you put things on your terms. Another impression that you give people is that you don't trust people. You don't trust them. You put a lot of distance between yourself and other people. You're very private and you move silently. People that have come after you relentlessly, their impression of you is that you are immune to their attacks. They really don't like that. They don't like that they can't just pop up on you, pull up on you. They don't understand how you're so protected, whether they're not spiritual or not close to God, whatever it is. They don't like how your essence is always giving them the middle finger. It triggers the ever-living shit out of them. Like when they see you, when they attempt to pull up, this is what they see. Are they flipping me off? Did they say my name? Did somebody say my name in here? Tell me you're triggered without spelling it out. I need a shirt that says that. So they don't do the pulling up. You do the pulling up. These people are always trying to pop up, guess who? Pop up, guess who? But then you ring the doorbell and they're like, oh my gosh, they're here. Yeah. Riddle me what? They also perceive you as someone that cares a lot about loyalty if they've known you for a while. And they never are quite sure if their love bombing is working. It's never working. It just depends on who is in front of you and who you're dealing with. So you've dealt with every type of extreme because of how you had to grow up, or maybe you had a lot of responsibility at a very young age. Like us empaths, right out of the gate, we had to deal with some crazies, and that has shown us how to read human behavior. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine, the spin cycle is going crazy. So let's talk about this espionage. You deal with this often. You bring it out of people where they love to try to figure out more about you because you ain't giving them much. So maybe earlier in life, in your teenage years or in your college years, you would give a lot, like you would overshare because you wanted to connect. We're biologically wired to want to connect. Doesn't mean that like we do, but because of whatever reason and whoever we're dealing with, but we would like to connect with people. So you deal with, now that you're not an oversharer, now that you're no longer a people pleaser, now that you understand what type of empath you are, you know that people easily turn against you, whether you're an empath or a chosen one or all of the above. And like I said earlier, you're all of the above. People are always trying to use what you do or what you have to get it to work for them. And you might play in their face and make them believe like that that's working. But sometimes you just want to see how far they'll actually take it. You'll move back just a little bit to see like, will they take it that far? Let me see what type of time they're on. And then you give them a false sense of security. Like that they have all of this room to like muck around in your sandbox. After they realize that they're an enemy of the state, aka enemy of you, they don't feel safe. They're like, I thought I was safe, but maybe I'm not. People really try to find your dirty laundry because you've learned the hard way not to overshare, not to tell people certain things, or even a little bit of your dirty laundry, you might put it on Front Street so it cannot be used against you. Like some of the bigger things, like for me, like, oh, I went to jail, I was an addict, I was an alcoholic, like, I've been homeless, like, all the things. So, what are you going to say about me now? I'll wait. So you might be like me where you put some of the bigger things out, but everything else in between and everything that's new, they know nada. They know nada. They might gotta pay somebody to pay somebody to pay somebody that knows somebody that maybe met you once on that level. So people are really wanting to be the one person that gets proof or evidence that you are not what you seem. They want to get something personal or embarrassing secrets. These people waste so much time fretting over you. You are so rent-free in their brain because they think they know what's sensitive to you. They think they know what's gonna embarrass you, but I got news. You are not easily embarrassed because of however your family was, however your exes were. You are not easily embarrassed. You are not easily manipulated. You are not easily shamed. And in fact, if you are ever humiliated, you're really good at holding your chin up. You're really good at looking like you're unfazed or unbothered. But in your mind, while that might be taking place, some type of humiliation tactic, you know that the next thing that's going to happen is your elevation. Because you know that humiliation does not come without initiation for something better for you. People around you, like, let's say you have estranged relationships and then you see them every so often. You know that they're kissing and telling things that aren't even true. They just need something to talk about or somebody to talk about. They try to hide and conceal the mistakes that they've made while trying to get information about you. So if they went to all your neighbors and tried to get dirt, when you see them at the family picnic, they're going to try to act like they didn't talk to nobody when they did. But the main thing is people really want private details about you. And this is why you're very careful with who you become friends with nowadays, because say you have a crazy work setting and you kind of keep to yourself and you have like one friend. That one friend is now going to be valuable for anything they know about you. This could happen with your siblings. You could have one sibling that you talk to and then they're the bone carrier. So people also are starting to realize that they get a lot of attention if there's a falling out or if you stop talking to them or whatever the frick. There is a storm of brewing. These people that have been spying on you, they don't know that there is a whole storm of brewing. They think that they're the ones clocking you. They want to act big, bad, and tough like they're better than you, and you don't think about them at all. At all. Another thing people are really upset about is, if you are in a relationship, a happy one. Okay, let me be very clear. This is for a small amount of you watching. If you are in a happy relationship or marriage, the impression that you give off is not like you're playing hard to get, is that you're loyal, you're fierce, and you are protective. You're not playing the field. You are happy in love, and in fact, you're lucky in love. People could try to talk crazy about your person, like, oh my gosh, did you see who they're with? Like saying negative things about you or your person or the type of relationship that you guys have, but people can tell that it's fated. They can tell that what you have is destiny. They can tell that there's an attraction between you two and it's real chemistry. There is extreme envy. Sorry, I'm trying to scoot my chair. There is extreme envy and jealousy around the type of love that you receive from your person. So it's one thing when people hear about it, like, oh my gosh, so and so's person, oh my gosh, worships the ground they walk on. Yeah, the collectives, yeah, them. But when they see it in real time, people lose their ever loving mind. They have no ability to chill. They start hitting their partner like, well, where's my ring? Where are my flowers? We've been together this long. What the frick? Tell me you're triggered without spelling it out. Seriously though, I don't know why. Well, I guess you need to know this because you were in the stage of tying up loose ends, and devil energy wants you to fall into this trap of nostalgia. Because something you're about to let go of was a big part of your life. Okay, something that you really cared about that was a big part of your life, you were getting ready to let go of. And devil's like, no, like, come back, look. And everybody has a price, but God's paying you more. The devil might know your price, and everybody has one, but God is paying you more. More better. All day, every day. Like, people look at you and they're like, I don't know what they do for work. I don't know what their person does for work, but they're successful. Ooh, I'm hearing that song. I just want to be successful. Is that Trey Songz? It's somebody. You know what I'm saying. When people are around you, they lose their ability to act rationally. So they try to make their no chill seem like, this is just me being bad. This is just me being tough. No, it's you being a whole Looney Tunes. But okay, if you thought for a second that the people in the way back machine, or the people that you left behind, or the people that you don't think about at all, if you thought the creeping and the spying and the plotting had stopped, bestie, you know better than that. You know better than that. You also give people the impression that you don't have to do much to get what you want. Though maybe before you had this impeccable work ethic in front of them, people really don't know what you're up to nowadays. And I don't know why that is. Well, I mean, I know it's because you're private, but something happened where you really just don't tell people anything. Another impression that you're giving off to the people that want to keep you stuck in the past, that want to treat you like garbage, is that they can tell that you're doing better without them. You know that ex that you leave behind, and they're like, they can see that you've changed your profile picture. They can see that you're smiling. They can see that you're happy. They can see the light in your eyes. They can see that you're doing better without them. That's these people. They also think that you're very impressive. They might act like all day long, that don't impress me much. That Shania Twain song, that don't impress me much. But they're impressed. Trust and believe. They are aggravated. Absolutely aggravated. Because they just want to judge you. We're in a period of renewal, and everything is springing up out of the ground after you've been through several seasons, several winters, several situations where you've dealt with a lot of hardship, and the people around you, they're like, oh, I just want to be successful. I just want to be better than collective. I just want to be better than this empath over here. Well, you're not regular and you're not schmegular. And these people always have to F around and find out. They always have to find out the hard way that you are not the one. Jeez, I cannot. They're still talking about you. Like, you would have thought that these people found something to do. You would have thought that they found something better to do. No. They're still talking about you. Still not growing. Still reactive as ever. Still mad. And for some reason, this week, you are going to be showing people like, oh, yeah, I don't care about you. I don't care about anything. Because everybody else has to do things in groups and in clusters, and you are really good at standing alone, which would make others very uncomfortable against this many people. You are getting a new beginning where your back isn't up against the wall. You're not in survival mode. You don't have to be worried. You are safe to feel safe. I'm hearing sirens right now. So many things are being recovered for you. It's like there's a SWAT team going in, an angelic SWAT team going in and retrieving your funds, clearing your debt, and taking out your enemies. I said what I said when I said it. Like, you are going to be getting this rare force of energy that you haven't had in a really long time. It's going to be boosting your confidence. And I don't know, I see you giving to others or teaching others or mentoring others. You are stepping into a new role. Okay, let me see what else I get for you guys. I see you having options, and maybe this is your family that has been doing this to you, where they're just still talking crap about you, saying that you haven't figured out your life. These things all fit these people's narrative. It fits their storyline, but don't worry, bestie, you can't be bothered. You cannot be bothered. So I don't know why there's a storm of brewing. You might be bumping into some of these people this week, or have to be around them. But you are going to hold your own. Oh my gosh, we got shine. You are going to be shining in your cosmic power. Oh my gosh. You are going to be stepping into your sovereignty in front of everyone. Everyone that doubted you. All the naysayers. You are being vindicated in front of these people. So I want you to don't get down on yourself. Keep your head up. You can keep this momentum going. Because if you were worried like, oh, I can handle it right now, but what if I can't handle it when I have to be around these people? I see you not being afraid to speak up. Say it with your whole chest. Say it with your whole chest. And if they are so upset, just walk up to them like, oh, tell me you're triggered without spelling it out. Have a nice day. Like, these people are mad. They have hated you for a long time because the scarcity is real for them. Them trying to do all this dirt digging, it didn't work out. Maybe they were even doing the bidding of somebody else. Whoever recruited these Decepticons, they know they slept on you, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that they're wrong, that they underestimated you, that what you got going on is solid and you don't need nobody. God is putting you in a position where you don't need anybody and you are self-made. Your hard work is paying off. You will have stability. You will have long-lasting success. Affirm it below. I will have radiant health. I will have long-lasting success. So you will be glowing, shining. Even your mental fitness is changing because you are in your era. The struggle has ended. Affirm it below. The struggle has ended. Hard times are over. Money blocks are lifted. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Hard times are over. Money blocks are lifted. The struggle has ended. Your time is here. You are going to rise up and stand in your power. You are going to seize the moment. I'm getting viral fame, investing, taking advantage of an opportunity, and you are getting a huge cha-ching career advancement. Wow. It's like when you've been done so dirty and done wrong so many times, and it's just like being vindicated in front of everyone, like where all your belongings are being seized and being returned to you. Like everything is being returned to you times 10. This is a very public victory lap. This is the week where you become very influential, and it's going to be very public. There are also people that do not want to admit that they stole from you. They don't want to apologize. And you've seen through them as this empath above all. Ooh, I like that. You're this empath above all. Not because you're better, but because there are certain traumas and things that you've been through where you just connect. It's like you're like a hybrid. Like you can connect to anything. But you have seen so much BS. You've seen them steal money. You've seen certain things on your phone, gotten certain messages, gotten certain hints or clues. There are people that have tried to ruin your relationship or they're mad that you broke up with them. Like, you could have broken up with somebody because you found mad receipts that they were stealing money, that they were cheating, that they were doing all of these things. And they're mad that you didn't like go through and explain all the receipts so they could have a rebuttal, so they could have a defense. And they were hoping and praying that you were playing hard to get, but no, you poof, vanished. That is what you do. So let me know in the comments if you are a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Like, you see through narcissists, you see through dark empaths, you see through people that want to block your comeuppance. We have Ace of Pentacles. So we got the Ace of Cups. We got the Ace of Pentacles. But yeah, you're no longer having to put up a fight. You're just going to be moving in this era effortlessly. People aren't going to be able to pop up on you because you are going to be nowhere to be found. This is kind of like the last time people are going to see you because you're moving on. Truly moving on. And these people, they had so many opportunities to try to like get at you, but it's like you've seen enough. You have officially seen enough. But yeah, the past wants to keep returning. Devil energy wants to keep you stuck because you are about to be liberated. You are blossoming. You are stepping into this era of feeling like you have a lot of worthiness. You feel worthy. You feel grateful. You feel strong enough to cut these cords. You feel influential. So again, you're just stepping into your power. You're not accepting any effery. Oh my gosh, this is what came out. You're not accepting any effery. You're like, you guys can overhype yourselves over there. You can be scam artists and deceitful over there. Like, go do that over there. I'm not interested. And if people were hoping and praying that the things that they had heard about you were all cap, you know, all the things that are good and that make you you, they ain't never been more wrong. You're going to rock the crown that you deserve. And your enemies are receiving tough love in this season. Tough love, justice, judgment, karma. Because they are being exposed for being a hating ass Decepticon. So I feel like you have a connection. Like, it could be somebody trolling you and you understand why they're monitoring. You understand why they're trolling and you like feel bad for them. You can see an animal and you can connect to what they're thinking or how they feel or what's going on with them. You can connect with plants. You can connect with dreams. You could have very lucid dreams. Or maybe even visions. You can see through people that are F-boys or, you know, Jezebels. People that want to intentionally upset you. And this is when you get very masculine. You get very assertive. You know how to assert yourself. Which is something for a long time maybe you didn't know how to do or would make you really nervous. But God is really proud of you. Something that you thought you'd always have to be a part of, or things that you thought were beyond repair or that made you vulnerable. Maybe you thought you had to stay in certain situations and it made you feel vulnerable, but now you are free. You are truly free. Like, you're moving past depression, sadness. You have options. Queen of Pentacles just fell on the ground. You guys, you are waking up to the fact that you are blessed. I said this in yesterday's message, but I was like, if you have a car that works well, you are blessed. You are rich. If you have a car that's paid off, guess what? You are rich. If you have a job that you love or you work for yourself, you are rich. If you, I forgot what else I said. If you have money in your bank account, you have a savings account, you have money to pay the bills and be comfortable, you are rich. And God is about to make you even richer. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to pull out an oracle message, see if you guys need any advice. We have sacred lust and trust. So something is happening. Like, I feel like your sacral, I can't show this card because it's super inappropriate, but you are going to really start feeling yourself. Okay. And what I mean by that is, like, you're getting your mojo back. You're feeling like sexy again. You're feeling like, and you're trusting in this process of maybe it's your sacral that you've been trying to heal. Or, yeah, there's things going on here that you have been trying to heal. And it's working. It's really working. You guys are strengthening your core. You are becoming more centered. Wow. So maybe you guys, I don't know who this is for, but I'm channeling that maybe you started dating someone or you're with someone and it's hard for you to be vulnerable with them or intimate, or it's hard for you to trust people, and you know that like you can trust them, but you're scared to like let yourself go fully. And that is something you are going to be unleashing this week. That is something you're going to be unleashing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Like, rawr. You're going to be on the scene, on the prowl. Okay, you're going to be on the prowl, looking for your person and showing them like you do care, you are in this, but you know, it might take you longer than others, because like when you really trust somebody and when they really appreciate you, you are gonna rock their world. Okay, you're gonna rock their world. Like, not trying to be dirty or gross, but it could be missionary. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? Missionary position. Happy as a clam. Happy as a clam. They are. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could be, it seem like it's so basic and vanilla, but it's not, because you like hypnotize people. You got people mesmerized. Like, the missionary is for eye contact, and people get lost in your eyes. And that is maybe another reason why it's very hard for you to connect. Or maybe you just started connecting with people sober, like in that type of setting. Maybe before you'd have to have like a glass of wine to loosen up, or be a little bit socially lubricated to like loosen up. But all of that is gone. All of that is done. So expect the unexpected. And I feel like this could be making you a little nervous, because you know that, again, that there are some things you got to take care of. The vulnerability, the intimacy, also while cutting off some people. So you might be feeling a little anxious, but I feel like you got this in the bag. You don't have to change for anyone. You need to trust that you are allowed to let happiness in, that there's a lot of good that lies ahead for you. So I hope that this message helped you guys. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Tell me everything. All important links are in the description box. If you claim this message, don't forget to hype it up. Smash the you know what. Hit the bell, you don't want to miss out. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm sending you guys the biggest hugs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.